You hit your usage limit right in the middle of a major project, and suddenly you realize that $20 subscription you bought because of the brand name isn't actually built for the way you work. Right now, the market is defined by two massive updates: OpenAI's newly retrained GPT-5.5 and Anthropic's Claude Opus 4.8. The easiest mistake to make is treating these models like interchangeable utility knives. If you assume they process information the exact same way, your automated workflows will break and your code will get stuck in endless debugging loops. The choice comes down to two completely different design philosophies. On one side, you have an action-first engine built to move fast and execute. On the other, a cautious, deep reasoning specialist designed to think through massive datasets. If you are a daily professional, you might need a broad ecosystem of voice and video tools. But if you are a developer or researcher, you need absolute multi-file precision, where a single error costs hours of work. We are going to put GPT 5.5 and Claude Opus 4.8 head-to-head to figure out exactly which tool fits your specific workflow. Picking the wrong model means paying for features you don't use, while your actual production pipelines stall out or your writing suffers. GPT 5.5 is OpenAI's first fully retrained base model since 4.5. It was built from the ground up as an agentic system, meaning it is designed to take actions, use tools, and move fast without waiting for you to hold its hand. This chart shows output token volume for equivalent coding tasks. GPT 5.5 uses 72. When it lights a fix, it tells exactly why the bug happened and suggests further refactoring. Because Claude narrates its own work step by step, it burns through your API budget and fills up your context window quickly. In a long automated session, that extra text can trigger early context limits. For repetitive tasks where you just need code and no conversation, GPT 5.5 wins on pure efficiency. But Claude's heavy documentation is intentional. It gives human reviewers the exact context they need to understand complex architectural decisions. Output length determines whether an autonomous agent can actually finish a multi-hour task, or if it crashes halfway through because its memory is full. That speed and efficiency comes with a severe trade-off in accuracy. This chart plots speed against reasoning capability. When GPT 5.5 gets an answer wrong, it confidently hallucinates 86% of the time. Claude Opus 4.8 sits on the opposite end, operating as a deliberate reasoning engine that actively checks its own assumptions. If you are a developer executing a multi-file migration, a model that invents a fake variable can introduce silent bugs, taking days to track down. Claude can ingest a massive codebase or hundreds of pages of documentation and tell you when information is missing or a prompt is ambiguous. In fields like law, medicine, or complex engineering, you need a model that stops and admits it doesn't know the answer, rather than guessing. When an error can derail an entire project, a slow, honest tool is vastly superior to a fast, confident one. Looking past the underlying architecture, the daily experience of using these tools is entirely different. GPT 5.5 offers a wide surface area. DALL-E 4, Sora 2, and Advanced Voice Mode are all built natively into a single chat window. If you are creating content or brainstorming new ideas, handling text, audio, and video, OpenAI provides a complete package. Anthropic does not offer that. Claude has no native video generation and relies on outside tools for image work. It is strictly focused on text and code. This graph illustrates the SWE-bench Pro coding evaluation, a test of hard, real-world software engineering problems. Claude Opus 4.8 holds a massive 10-point lead over GPT 5.5 here. Claude also writes prose that sounds like a human wrote it, avoiding the heavily bulleted, overly formatted output that ChatGPT defaults to. Professional writers and editors lean on Claude because it can follow precise stylistic constraints and match a specific brand voice. You must decide if your daily work requires a broad multimedia ecosystem or a highly specialized engine for deep text and code analysis. Trying to pick just one of these tools for your $20 a month leaves you missing out on half of the capabilities currently available in the market. If you are a student or a creator relying on voice mode, fast general answers, and video generation, your best bet is GPT 5.5. If you are a senior developer refactoring a massive codebase or a researcher analyzing 50-page legal PDFs, Claude Opus 4.8 is the exact tool you need. But if you are a power user, the most effective strategy right now requires giving up on the idea of a single solution. The standard approach for serious professionals is the $40 a month hybrid stack, subscribing to both platforms at the same time. You route your web searches, image creation, voice brainstorming, and simple automation tasks through ChatGPT to take advantage of its speed. Then you hand off your large code refactoring, complex research synthesis, and high-stakes document drafting directly to Claude. Maximizing your output right now means recognizing that these models are complements, not substitutes. You use them where they are strong, and you stop expecting one tool to do everything.